and I was just stacking P, and like I just stopped making music, and I've realized that it doesn't matter how much trainers and how many fucking rooms your apartment's got, like nobody gives a fuck because they're all busy chasing the celebrity dragons. They're like crack smokers, that just wanna like follow celebrities like sheep. Like fuck that shit. I'll snatch a nigga's chain. Boom, boom. You know what I mean?
Boom, boom, super pop pop. Super pop
Yeah,
pop.
yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, why am I supposed to feel so touched by a bunch of ignorant celebrities that don't acknowledge anyone's existence, that dance around on a stage like ballerinas? Like, I like so much music, but it's not. People are too busy. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna share this meme, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and then you're like, oh, let's actually like come together to create something, and they're like, y'all ain't gonna make it. Y'all delusional. Like that's what's fucking wrong with everyone.
Right. And like, what? You're only 26, right? We're the same age.
Well, I'm actually a couple of years. Look at this. Look, we even got like fucking so much cigarettes.
Oh my god, dude. Vape life. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Look at this shit. Like, this is like a big supply. We flexing.
We
Like the police.
flexing.
The police are always like, "How'd you get this? How'd you get that?" And I'm like, "Stop asking me fucking questions and get the fuck away from me."
Right.
And
That
then
that's
they're
cool though that you down to stay sober and you're not giving into drugs and you're trying to move forward with your life and shit, bro.
I've got about like 12 beats I've produced. Like I can basically like once I've like made a sample, I can basically like make about 12 beats from one sample.
I want my hair to get so long that I can put it in a ponytail.
Yeah. I'll have to call you Blowjob Panda.
What'd you say?
I'll have to call you Blowjob Panda.
Ish. Ish. That's
Nah,
you.
I'm really
That's
joking,
you,
fam.
bro. Ish. Blowjob Panda.
I ain't even got a ponytail. My shit is like fucking so
Oh,
short.
you keep your shit cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a flamethrower, man. Watch.
Hmm.
Like, finishing this EP is not really gonna take that long. It really isn't. It's just that I'm gonna basically just bag like about 8 random tracks with it, two big names, and then the rest of them are gonna be like either like upcomers or just random fucking hipsters, that just want to be rappers.
Yeah. I feel it.
I think like when I started doing music, like one thing that I discovered is like people don't want to come together, and that's something that I think is wrong with hip hop in this day and age. I think it's like nobody wants to come together. We're all being divided by fucking programmed bullshit that's coming off the news.
Oh, absolutely. On YouTube recently, all I'm seeing is just random
Hip
news
hop.
feeds. It's all Trump shit. It's all like this pedophile shit that's going on and stuff. And like, it's America's definitely getting weird right now. Like, I can feel it. I can
I
literally
just
feel how weird it's getting lately.
I need to like to do something in my life. Like I need to finish decorating my bathroom. I need to sand down this unit, which I'm turning into a record stand. And like right now, I've got like a lot of financial issues because I've had like a lot of fines.
Right. Yo, we are live by the way right now, so just
Yeah, that's.
yep. But
I'm just saying, like life's hard out here. Like, people think like it's easy. Like followers think you're fucking great. Like I'm just a fucking rude boy from Eds, that tries to make his paper. That's it. It's like, but when you try to make money, there's like a bunch of cucks that want to try finesse you, and then you've got to try violate the op, and then the ops then ring the police. So it's just a vicious cycle.
Right.
Because what I've discovered, like when you do music, is it's not that they actually hate you; they just want to see you crash in bed.
The cops or the people?
Like the people and the cops and the government, because everybody like is in this 9 to 5 programming. So it's like, okay, we need to get up. We don't want to work the job, but we need the money to put food on the table, and they want everybody to work for like a small salary. So if you look at the aesthetics of the world, like let's use Mr. Deeds as an example. Like if everybody got a fucking Ferrari, then they wouldn't need celebrities. They wouldn't need the TV. So they don't want everyone to get a Ferrari. They want a million brain dead assholes sharing memes on the internet, thinking they're going to be the next best thing when in reality they're not. And it's not because I made the rules up, it's just how it is.
Just how it is.
So that's why when a rapper gets a record deal, you might see somebody get slumped with a tree, bang bang in the back of his fucking head, because the bunch of broke assholes want to flex on him because he's got a bit of money. So I don't trust anybody anymore. Because I've nearly fucking killed people, that have put me in like situations that have had me have to get my hands dirty. So it's just not cool, man.
Right. Yeah, I feel you.
Because when I was like a started out, it's like I used to think like everything was sugar coated, like ice cream, with like chocolate sauce and sprinkles. But in reality, it's not like that.
Right.
Nobody wants to help each other. Like me and you think
Well,
differently.
people want to help each other, man, but we can only help each other so much.
What I think is like a lot of people like. Here's an example. Like I just posted a status about voice tags. When like somebody's trying to sell me graphics, which quite clearly I could do myself. It's like if you want to make me a logo for free, like you can. I've made people artworks for free, because I fuck with their music. Why is everyone always trying to sell you something? Why is everyone acting like
Right,
they're
and
eating
then
off?
and it's like when they're trying to sell you those graphics, it's like how many do you really sell where it's like you're making a
Yeah.
living off of this and you can be like, oh, what I mean, flex really
Well,
hard.
how I view it, right, is basically these people that they're serving, and like look at AZ Productions. They're all drug dealers that are just waving fucking machine guns and going boom boom bang. See, then they're selling the drugs, and then these people are pussy boys that ain't selling the drugs that are then making a revenue off the people that are selling the drugs. So all they are is basically like fucking arse lickers that are delivering a service for the people that are selling the drugs. Does it make sense?
Yes.
And then when you've actually got the skill sets, because of shit like Spotify, SoundCloud, I do all any rapper needs is a good logo, a bunch of Instagram
A good
followers, and
team, a good team, a good team,
a
man.
really good team. You need people on good platforms. But the thing with platforms is, it's like one of my favorite artists, Nas, quoted, "Radio presenters are dictators of talent." So all they are fucking people that can't rap. It's like these mediocre DJs that are spinning drum and bass or dubstep, and then they're all like spinning whatever's on the top 100 fucking Beatport charts or the iTunes charts, and they're not really listening to the music because it's good. They're listening to it because it's on the charts.
Oh, that's right. Right now I'm just checking on my phone to see the live stream, see how it looks.
This is where I'm getting kind of ticked off. It's like you ask people like, "Oh, how do you get on this platform?" And then they're all like, "Oh, yeah, it costs this much money," and
It,
they
it
don't want to forward you the email
it's
or tell
so
you how.
easy to get on any platform, and then it's like, here's the thing: do you even have enough like clout? Do you have enough people looking you up every day to even need to be on those platforms? like they think way too far beyond. They don't want to start with the small baby steps. They want to do the big boy steps all right away.
That's what they basically do is they just skip it. Like a lot of people are trying to get success off of luck. So what most people do is that this is what I believe, right? The channel is just like like these motorways that spiral, in circles, and it's just the motorway, for everybody to just go and look at like that long neck geezer, that's got the really fucking long neck, like.
That one kid.
That's so creepy.
Let me
Like,
pull a
uh,
picture up of Blondek for.
the reason why it's popular is because he looks goofy and it's on World Star Hip Hop, so now it's got millions of views, and now everyone's mesmerized by this guy with a long neck. When in reality, it doesn't fucking matter. It's not contributing to anybody's day to day life. But everyone's like, "Oh my god, like that person's on World Star. Let me totally cuck you and suck you dick." Like, and that's basically what's happening. Like, do you think I give a fuck that you're doing stuff? Like, let me through or I'm gonna shoot my way through.
It's
You
gonna
know what
pop,
I
pop, it's
mean?
gonna pop.
You know what I mean? Like,
No,
I don't give a fuck.
that's us, bro.
Like,
We're live. See?
yeah, we're flexing, but I just think, like, I was just using that as an example. Like, look at that corny ass track. Gangnam Gangnam Style. Like, Snoop Dogg's like, oh, yeah,
Whoa,
this
whoa, whoa,
song's
whoa,
better
whoa,
than
whoa,
another.
whoa. You can't talk shit on Whoopum Gangnam Style because
Well,
I know some people from Korea, right? They love that song. They love it a lot. That's like,
yeah, it
and then
doesn't.
but look at Whoopum Gangnam Style though. He's at like fucking 10.
Oh, I'm not saying this is a shit song. Like, hear me out, right? Like, basically, it's a gimmick. Like, it's got no purpose to it, but it's got like a catchy beat. That's like the epitome of pop music. So obviously, like Snoop Dogg's like mumble rap is stupid. Hibbity hibbity hibbity. What the fuck are these motherfuckers talking about? But then he's like, he sees this Gangnam Gangnam Style, and now fucking Snoop Dogg's on the fucking remix. Like, Big Shaq's the same as Gangnam Style. It's like, oh yeah, like he made a retarded song. Now we're just gonna jump on the remix. Like, what the fuck is going on with this bullshit?
Bro, I freaking I posted our link for our live. The thumbnail looks pretty cool.
All right, I'm just saying,
Now we're fucking
I
chilling.
like I like '90s hip hop. Like the old school stuff.
Oh, I know, dude. You love that. You're the one that showed me most of that demon rap. Like I have friends that show me that demon rap before, but you're the one when since I was like 18 or something, showing me like that really weird underground shit.
That's what I fuck with. Like, to the point that my record label is being copied by people that used to be on the same label as me, dragged up media. Oh yeah, let's replace Star with Shaw. Eat a dick or eat a
Yeah,
clip.
but the Doomstar will have a comeback. You know,
Yeah, I just think like
I think the
it's sad.
Doomstar is next. I think the
Check out
Doomstar.
what happened, bro. I'll tell you a story. This is a true story. I
Hey,
was
we
on
are
this list
live.
before you even met me. Before I ever showed dubstep, I wanted to be a grime MC. Now grime is just like corny pop music for like reprobate 13-year-olds that drive around the street doing wheelies saying we ouch here, and spitting at old people on the street. So I've lost interest in that. But obviously I always liked hip hop, so then I was just like networking on like chat roulette and shit like that, and I was finding like American rappers and shit.
Yeah.
Uh, and I was like, yeah, this motherfucker's about this shit. So obviously I just started networking that way, and then I ended up on this label through redirecting people from chat roulette to my Facebook. I ended up on like this fucking network before funk even went viral, before funk made a comeback. I was into all that music, like 10 years ago.
Yeah, no, I know you've been on it for a minute.
Yeah, but it's just because I live here and like all anyone wants to do here is make like fucking garage or drum and bass or fucking dubstep. So when you say to
Yo,
people
can you
like,
look at
oh,
that blood like this? Can you look at that
yeah,
blood like
I
this?
know,
You want to look
I
at that
know.
blood like this?
I try and say to him like that shit's whack and goofy, compared to the Americans. Like,
Well, the
oh
Americans, they've been getting kind of repetitive. Hippity hippity hoppity hippity hit. Everyone's doing
yeah,
this.
I'm not on about like some of the Billboard shit. I'm talking about like You need the true underground shit,
Yeah,
like
the fucking
that.
shit that makes you go like that and you fucking.
Yeah, like Coopster, like the
Oh
Coopster
yeah,
type music.
Kupsinica's
That was
always fucking
underground.
tight. Kupsinica will always be tight.
Yeah, rest in peace, Coopster and Lord Infamous, all the legends forever.
You fuck with Ruben Slick and Z Chronic.
Not really like.
That's Koops's gang.
Oh, is that Coopster's gang? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even, I thought Coopster was just 3-6. That's what I thought he was.
Oh fuck! I was thinking of Kirk Lagoop. You know who that
Alright.
is?
It rings a bell, man. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, I just try and, like, look, nowadays, like, my main focus at the minute is just, like, finding artists that I think deserve to be put in the spotlight and
Kupsinica.
basically,
But yeah, no, my bad. I was thinking of someone else. Kupsinica is insanely fucking tight with the shit. Like, um, my favorite song is it's like where he talks about being on a ship.
I can get a beat off of Coopster's producer, but it costs money.
Yeah, but we'll get to a point where we're
But
flushing.
I'm not cussing the producers, but we can produce like on that 3-6 level.
Right, like basically, you and me just need to make like 100 beats and not
Yeah,
show anybody, show nobody. 100 beats,
yeah.
then we fucking
That's what my main focus is at the minute. Don't think I've already got the artwork for my tape, right? I've had it for a long time. You have to bear in mind my page got deleted for a few years, and I didn't quit making music. I continued to network with people because I still had the internet present. But no, it was like all anyone was doing was just posting about me in a negative way, and that's all what was happening for a long time.
yeah, I remember that.
I was like playing Xbox with people that were my fans, that couldn't connect with me on Facebook. And then they were telling me, like, oh, this person's posted a status about you. Like, I've even seen kids put me in their flipping Facebook, not Facebook, on their Xbox bios saying that I'm their favorite artist and stuff like that. And I remember, like, back in the day, like, I was just on my Facebook scrolling through my timeline and I just see, like, people posting about me, and I'm just like hella depressed, like feeling like shit because I got like a lot going on, and then it's like you can't choose. There's a saying, it's not where you're from, it's where you're at. Well, I've always been where I'm from, and I'm not anywhere. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's the problem. It's like I'm not in no industry. I'm in the streets. Like I'm doing this because I've got a passion for music, not a passion for an industry. Having a passion for an industry is like having a passion for the government. That's just
yeah.
how I feel about it.
I don't got a passion for the fucking industry. I want to be a part of it. I want to make. Listen, the industry's so
Well,
big, bro. It's
let
not
me
like you
just like
gotta go be no Wiz Khalifa, Cardi B, fucking. Here, listen. Flavor Flay only got 1,000 followers on Twitter. Public Enemy.
it's disappointing, man. Like
It's super disappointing.
people are just forgetting about the greats. Where you've got people like Little Xan coming out with some ignorant bullshit, like I don't listen to Tupac. Like shut the fuck up.
Right? Yeah, like if you were born, you've heard Tupac in your life.
Yeah, I know. Like, well, how could somebody like that wet? That guy's music is nowhere near a comparison to Tupac, and I'm pretty certain I could just put my hands around his throat and pick him up. Like he's not about that shit.
Right.
But then again, all these people have security guards and love to talk about Anna. That, oh yeah, I got the smoke, man. Like they're like Chris Brown on that. Like yeah, Pyru, I'm a Pyru blood. And then they've got like 12 security fucking around them. Like they ain't in no projects or no precincts or no crack spots. They ain't whipping no Pyrex pot. They're just talking a bunch of bullshit. And this is what's happening. We're basically being sold a lie, like, and the people that really live that life end up dying that way.
Yeah, I mean, look at it nowadays. Look, like how many fucking musicians have we lost within the last like 5, 6 years? I honestly think it's getting to a point, like, cause I believe it's illegal to have a cult. I believe it's illegal to have a cult, but like is I mean it's not illegal to have a cult, but it's illegal to have a cult that's doing hidden activities, right? And a lot of
But
these
there's
celebrities,
like
they have the power to create these little covens and these little cultures apart from.
well, most of secret societies, you've got places on the map that if you go there for too long, you'll get a police response, and you're not allowed to go there because they're secret military bases, or like obviously these all this. Hang on, I'm a bit tired. All these places like where there's cavemen and like they're savages. They're still they're not technologically advanced. They're people, I read like an article on the internet where these two people were on holiday just backpacking, and these cavemen decided to attack them, hold them captive, and they nearly lost their lives. There's some places that it's almost like Jurassic Park, where they've got like the free islands, and you're not allowed to go there because it's inhabited with dinosaurs. But it's probably not dinosaurs. But there is things they're hiding from. As I was watching something on like Mayans, and there was like a pyramid, and this guy like had like some type of detector under the ground, and he found like a boarded up wall at this pyramid, and then they were all like, yeah, you have to leave, and the police were there, and they wouldn't let him like excavate or like dig it up or anything, and they moved them on. The same thing happened with like some grave. They found like some graves in like Jerusalem, and it was like Jesus, the son of Joseph, and there was all these disciples with like the names on the coffins, and there was like rabbis, and they were like, you can't dig this up, like, and they were then trying to say that it was a hoax and it was fake, but even though they were like medieval graves, and if you really study deeply into history, most things are just deceivers and their lies.
Correct. What do you think
But
about?
when
Have you heard about this stuff going on in the Amazon?
what's happening there?
Oh, there's this huge fucking fire that's like,
Oh, that big fire that was on. I was on BBC News the other day on my PlayStation.
on
There's like a
BBC.
crazy fire.
Yeah, it's a big deal, man. It's fucking. Here's the thing, man. Yeah, you can burn that up, but like half of our oxygen comes from the ocean, from the plankton and plants in the ocean. But the thing is, our ocean's getting fucked up.
I know because what's happening is that it's the same with the snow. Like snow is actually, I can't remember. Like it's got some type of like trace of something that's not good because they're not. I can't remember the actual thing, but the global warming, like England now, feel this year is probably as hot as being in Spain. Just because of global warming.
Right? What up, man? We're just doing a
That,
live stream. We're just trying to get clout somehow.
face cloud.
We're trying to get face clout.
I'm
We're talking
probably
about
like
good stuff though. This is a good podcast so far.
I'm probably
Sure.
I'm gonna start doing a podcast where I'm gonna rig like a bunch of microphones up, and I'm actually gonna start interviewing people. Like and try and generate traffic. It's not just gonna be a musical podcast. I want to actually do like a life podcast.
Like how
I'll
we've
get
been talking, how we've been doing it.
yeah, like an insight on people's perspectives on things, because I think that people are too busy looking at smartphones. People ain't physically engaging with each other, and that's why when I post on the internet, I try and be like, I don't care about how many likes I get.
Right.
Facebook to
You
me,
just try to keep it natural and organic and you try to stay fucking basically you, you know? Like
yeah,
I'm not too into the politics and this shit over here in America, man. Like I'm not. I don't
I
care.
think I don't care about either, but I think politics internationally
Got a
is
call from
engineered.
50 Tyson here.
Oh, okay.
One second.
It's engineered by
Hey man.
religion.
Oh, you got the email? Make sure you listen to it with some headphones. Yeah. Yeah, let me know what you think of it. Like if you want me to change anything, make your voice louder or put more bass in your thing or you know what I mean, let me know what you want me to edit. Yeah, but that sounds tight. That's all freestyle. So make sure we let them know that that was the fucking from your heart.
Tell 50 Tyson
Oh,
that
hold
I'll
on.
master it.
Hold on. I'm doing a live stream. What you say, Adam?
Tell 50 Tyson that I'll master it and make it sound really clean.
He said he'll master it and make it sound clean, but he'll do a remix. But
Yeah.
do you remember that one guy you were live streaming with last time when you were over here? Yeah, he's
I can
English.
also
Yeah,
like adjust it. I can bass boost it as well to make it sound good. An original
have him
bass boost.
do a version too.
I
Yeah,
can
I'll
also
send it to
bass
him.
boost it. You know.
But yeah, but what you on right now? What you doing? Take it easy, write music. All right, that's a good idea. Um, just call me back
Oh,
when you listen to that song, and then let me know what you think, like, so we can get it right the way you want it. You know. All right,
I've checked
cool.
some of
Take it
his
easy,
tracks.
bro. Call me back.
Some of his tracks, like, they're good, but
Oh yeah, he
the
said it's
mixing,
cool if you remix the fucking song, dude. I don't know. That's cool. It's fine.
the, the mixing engineer, like on some of his tracks, I was on his Instagram feed and I was listening to some of them, and you're like, he's got some tracks that really don't do him any justice. You need to probably just delete because he's got really great songs, that are mixed up
You got
with
to hear
extreme.
this new song, Adam. You got to hear this new song that I did with him because I know what you're talking about. It didn't do
Yeah,
him justice because it doesn't show his intellect.
I I feel like the problem, it's not him that's the problem. I think a lot of people try to jerk him, because he's got like some type of condition, but really he's a good artist. He just needs a bit of
He's a good
guidance.
artist, a good guy.
Yeah,
He
that's what
just
he
needs a
needs.
good team like us, where it's like, you know, how we keep in the motion.
I remember when I first found out about him because I was on a DUM, and some guy was like basically shit talking him, saying that there's one rapper you don't want to work with, and he actually mentioned his name, and I looked him up on YouTube, and I was like, oh, he's actually pretty good.
Oh man, and then it's like, you know how we're dealing with, you know, he's the same age as us.
He
Or
reminds me of like the type of hype that Krispy Kreme had, like Froggy Fresh, like he had like a similar hype about
no,
him.
no, I told him I was like, you remind me of Little B a little bit. Like you're
Yeah,
just so
he's got
fucking
his own style. I'm not comparing him to Krispy Kreme or Froggy
right.
Fresh because he's a better
I
rapper, but
think
I'm just
that
saying
50
for a
Tyson
viral.
I think 50 Tyson can go bigger than fucking Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme's just some fucking midget white boy, you feel me? That has a
I'm not a
secret
fan.
game.
Like, I'm not a personal fan of Froggy Fresh. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
really.
not a huge fan of Froggy Fresh. Like, I like that one song. He's like, "You say I can't get girls because I ain't very tall."
Like he's on some like whole different like goofy shit, like where he's just on his front porch, like slam dunking on some like cheap
On a
ass
little
basketball
toddler
hoop.
basketball thing.
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme sitting there dunking on a little toddler basketball rim. Those little fucking things that are
That
5 feet
you know
tall.
what I class that as parody rap. Like 50's got like
50's got heart.
he's got
He's
talent.
real, and he's real as fuck. Like,
You know what I think? Like people just tried to make him a meme, because he looks like 50 Cent. That's basically it.
I honestly just realized like how much he looks like 50 Cent recently. Like,
He does. He
he
looks
seriously
him.
looks like fucking 50 Cent.
He does. I think it's cool when he goes, I ain't gonna lie, it's 50 Tyson. That's why I said that to him. Did he think that was cool?
Oh, I don't know. He remembers you though. We just gotta
Yeah.
talk more. We gotta figure out how to get it so all three of us are on the
I,
fucking podcast. You feel me?
I think like you need to give him a bit of guidance, on how to like monitor his social media, because I think like from a brand marketing perspective, I think some of the things he's doing ain't gonna boost his public image.
Hmm.
Like he does this thing where like he shouts people out and wishes them
Oh, the
happy
happy
birthday.
birthdays.
That needs to stop.
You
Like,
saying that needs to stop?
yeah, it does. They all need to be deleted because people will make fun of him.
Why?
Because people will make fun of him, when he gets big, and they'll make like all these stupid
They'll be like,
memes and
"Oh, he said happy birthday to me," and blah blah blah.
yeah, and they'll just discriminate him because he suffers from mental health, and people are cruel and evil.
Right.
And I think that when you listen
You're
to some
looking
of
out
his,
for him right now. You're talking some real futuristic shit.
I think he's got huge potential, right? I'm saying this from a business perspective
And from the heart.
and a political perspective and from the heart because I think he doesn't deserve, like some of the press he gets and stuff, which I think we can actually increase his public image, by actually helping him, where some of the people like that he's worked with have produced for him and they've not put
I
all their
will
heart in.
say right now, the guys he's working with, Faceman and BJ Hill, that they are. I've met them both, and they're pretty fucking legit guys. As long as he sticks with people like them, and like us, people who
Yeah.
actually have the vision and the mind state and the ability to.
I'm just trying to like I can make him a logo. I just need to like you to sit with
He
him,
don't need a logo, bro. He needs new songs. Like when you get your
He's
microphone.
kind of in a similar situation to me, but he's got more songs than me. Most people have, but
Yeah, but he needs new songs. He needs these new songs with these beats like that fucking.
I'm just in due to like experience of what I've experienced in the industry, and how people grill and troll and act like so judgmental. I've learned things that people don't appreciate on the internet, things that just ain't gonna bring you any type of content. So I'm not trying to criticize. I'm trying to give like physical advice, that will actually boost his career. Because I'm actually planning on wiping my Instagram.
Don't wipe it. Don't wipe it. No,
Uh,
it's all this shit so clutch right now. We need everything we have, but we just need to organize everything we have.
I'm not wiping it. It's just some of the old posts. I'm gonna make them
Yeah,
look
I still
better.
gotta fucking. You should take
Yeah.
some more pictures, like the outfit you got on right now. Just fucking take your phone and go take a quick
I've
pic.
been trying to link my photographer. I want him to help me do some editing work and stuff. And every time I try to make arrangements with him, he just keeps making excuses of why he can't come.
Bro, all you gotta do is fucking get mom or fucking some fam or a good friend just
I've
to come take
contacted.
pictures for you. Like if I was there, bro, I would be taking pictures of you. I would take like 1,000 pictures of you because I know how you think.
Did you have a look at the zips that I sent you, the
Yeah,
raw zip?
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I only did one. I sent it to you. Um,
I didn't think I've seen it actually. I don't
well, you were
think it
sending
comes.
me pictures back at the same time, so it might have
I,
not.
I might have missed it because
Yeah,
sometimes how I work at the minute is like I was you see the image that I just made for my logo. I was trying to make that green and purple, but then I ended up making but I didn't like that. I did a green and pink one, but it was meant to be purple. And I was trying to get the outline to be green, but then I ended up making it red, with that like shade of purple because I
you're
wanted
getting
it to.
really good at that. I just think we need to take the Doomstar and
I'm
look at
gonna
it
do
like
some
look at the
rendition.
Doomstar. Pretend the Doomstar is like Lil Wayne in Birdman, and that they disintegrated into this entity called the Doomstar. Let's pretend it's like that. So now we have that energy,
It
and
is inspired by like YMCMB and any other record label,
I still have some samples from you that I gotta make beats out of, but
Yeah, that's why I've been waiting because I don't like to do
keep
too
sending them,
much.
keep sending them, keep sending them.
I will.
Cause,
I'm
cause
gonna. I'm gonna do more. It's just recently.
the more weight you put on me, the more I'll have to lift. You feel me?
I've just. I've just been like over swamped, with like things going on in my personal life, that are just me. Because I'm paranoid I'm gonna go to jail, man. I'm not scared of jail. It's just the fact that my studio, my apartment, my entire life, I could lose everything. So that's really carrying a toll right now.
Yo, free Nemz, Free
Yeah,
Nemz. Free Nemz.
but you do realize if I get arrested and go to jail, I'll be banned from America.
Yeah, that would fucking suck.
Yeah,
But you
that's
know what?
why.
I will fucking come out there and I'll bring a gang. I'll bring a whole gang with me, and we'll fucking all move there. We'll move America there. How about that?
Yeah,
Fuck it.
that's what we need to happen because like
Yeah, because if
realistically,
everything keeps getting fucked up, let's just move
yeah,
there. Fuck it.
yeah.
They like vaping in the UK. They say vaping's good for you. Better than
I've got,
cigarettes.
you know what's funny? Like I've got like three vapes that I just can't be bothered to fucking refill them, so I just buy cigarettes. So
What?
I'm lazy and I
I got
can't be bothered to charge them.
RIP. I have the plug on the juice, man.
Like, I got like this lemon, this like watermelon shit. This shit nice.
But you don't like it?
Yeah, I've barely used it. Like I do like it, but when I quit smoking cigarettes, I
I got
think
so
like
much juice, bro.
you know when I'm producing like tracks, like I end up like just smoking, like the ashtray starts overflowing, and it just kind of like it just gives me like I'm in there for about like 12 hours, and I'm like, no, that doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound right. That bass needs to be adjusted. You know, like that needs a bass boost. No, that's got too much distortion on it. You know, like I'm very perfectionist. Like even like tracks that I've uploaded to the SoundCloud, I think that I could actually master them, you know, to make them sound better. So
Bro,
when
we
I
got
actually,
a viewer. We got one viewer, homie. He said
oh, okay,
he said egg gang. Good.
egg out here. If you're not egg gang, you get
If you're
head.
not egg gang by fucking 2020, get ready to get pushed the fuck over. That's what I say.
I'm gonna have to get like some egg gang t-shirts, man. Like they're cold.
Yeah, if you got one, that would make me happy. It's not even about like money at this point because I don't even.
I like that. I like that smog mask that you made. That was really tight. You
The
know,
what?
like that smog mask. You know, like that smog mask type
The
of thing that
mask?
you had. That was,
My
yeah, that
homie
was so
actually
cool.
made that. Aqua. Aqua made that. But we make well, yeah, we make stuff.
You know what? I've always said you're like the captain. You know, like of bringing people together, and I just love like you know how far you've come. Like you know, like from when I first met you, you know, and now you've got like all these people. Like it's like a craft shop. It's literally like Minecraft for trap. You know, and it's like
The Minecraft trap.
yeah, the Minecraft trap. It's like motherfuckers are making action figurines and like fucking t-shirts and shit. How can you not fuck with that?
Yeah, like yeah, no, and they're still selling drugs.
Hey, look, I'm gonna show you some what I got, man. Like, like this is my dude. This is my Neezy, my number one Neezy right here. Mr. T, Big Neezy T.
That's Mr. T.
Yeah, look, 80s, look.
Is that a
Quit your.
bootleg, bro? That looks like a
Yeah.
bootleg to me.
It's real. It's from the movie. Look, you know the 18 they brought out where he's like he's in that Ferrari that's got the game like dodge this, down, down, down. You know, like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's real. It's just
I
a
haven't
cheap.
seen the 18. I won't lie.
It's like a kid's toy, man. I got brought it as a
Bro,
gift.
you know
It
what's
says
fucked up? That toy. How old is that?
I'd have to check. Like I've had
It's
that
worth
for about.
$300.
Is it?
I don't know, but the older those toys are, so many people are buying toys and remodeling them. So like
Yeah, I know.
it being in
It's
that
got
package and everything is good.
it's got a Glock, like a little Glock and a machine gun.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because people would love to just have that little Glock and like make more Glocks.
Do you know why I've got it? Because I think like Mr. T's he's like the king of like the king of iced out, like the first person with the big rope chain. I think that's as iconic as like flavor clock chain, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But,
I
like
forget,
Mr.
yeah,
T,
bro. That's what I'm
you know
saying.
Mr.
Get your
T,
microphone set up so we can make some Mr. T raps and shit.
I could probably like make a trap beat. I've just come up with an idea. We'll do
We
like a
don't need
trap beat.
beats, bro. We don't need beats, bro. We need fucking you to get a Blue Yeti microphone or something so you can start spitting, man. Yo, shout out
I just
Walter White.
all I want to do, right?
Shout out
All I want
Thomas.
to do at the minute is like set up a BeatStars page. So I'm just trying to build my catalog, of music.
Yo, as one of your producers, and I'm signed to you. I'll say that. You heard me say it. Yeah, I already know, but we do need you to get the mic set up. But yeah, you're
I
right.
know,
We
like,
should
'cause
have like
I
100 beats before we start rapping on them.
yeah, I am aware of like the fact that I need to do stuff, but it's just I'm trying to do stuff right, and like it's just I started too much shit at once, But I'm glad that I did what I did when I did it because I wouldn't have been able. I can't do it now because they've like censored everything on social media.
Dude, I love that song that we made, the "Get Out of the Fucking Way" song. That beat
Oh,
we made. It was like, "It's coming to get out of the fucking way, trick." Yeah. Or the one where you sent me the samples, bro.
oh yeah, that one. That one's really good.
I love that beat. Like I would rap on it, but it's like I don't want to rap on it because I don't have enough of that beat. I need like 5 of those beats, and I need to write 5 raps. Like you can't just have one fire beat.
So we do like an EP where like me and you produce it, and then we like just put out an EP and rap on it.
Well, that's the plan, anyways. But I want to go further than just the
I've
EP.
already had like way back to Uber once to spit on that beat. He chose with like LeChat from Free
You said
Mafia,
he
and
does want to spit on the beat.
he went to spit on it. He
Oh,
asked me to
so
send him it.
oh,
Type way
are you
back to
trying to
Uber,
send it
move,
to him, bro? Go
motherfucker.
ahead and send it to him if he wants. If you want to,
What
unless you
what
want to
I
make
want to
money.
do, I quite like that beat, but I'm not sure that that's the best beat for him, So I want to listen to his music, you to listen to his music, We'll try.
Oh, I feel you. No, I
Yeah,
think he needs maybe 2 more beats by us then, at least.
it is good, but like you have to listen to his music. He's actually a Memphis legend. He went to
Right,
jail, and he was actually signed to a big label, but then he lost his hype, when he went to jail. But back in the day, he was actually doing really well.
right. No, I feel
The-
you.
I, I spoke to him like from the dragged up media days. He said to me the other day that he doesn't really remember because he used to be high all the time.
Well, hey, we all end up there sometimes, or not all of us end up being that high.
Yeah, I know. Like, I was like, dude, I used to fucking like, I used to. Oh shit, my phone's only got 4%. I was gonna get a drink, but I'll just leave it plugged in because I'm gonna like. There's a few things that I'm working on. Like, I'm waiting to host Mac Mizzle's mixtape, which is cool. And I've been speaking to a dude called Player Co, who's a really good rapper. I actually think he's rapping on like a Gucci Mane level.
Word.
And I really, really fucking get pissed off that he's not getting clout, as much as he deserves it.
No, I feel you. Right now, Adam, we gotta focus on getting our clout.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Like
I'm
we
not
can
trying
work
to
with
offend
people.
anybody. I'm not trying to offend no one, but we have to focus on us.
That's true. That's true. Do you reckon my problem is I'm always too focused on trying to help other people?
Yes. Yes, I
Yeah.
absolutely believe that. I think that you almost give more energy, your energy, to others than you would give to yourself sometimes.
Well, and it's like fucking me over a little bit.
It's not fucking you over, it's building you a good alliance, like you're gonna make friends because that's good to help people. Um, but I think that
I only did it. I only, I only did it because I like their music, but I've been speaking to some other guy
I think
called
they're all important. Everything has a purpose, right?
I'm
So
I'm kind of trying to work on my people skills, because I'm trying to look for other people to work alongside us, and be involved in what we're doing. So I'm trying to bring other people to the Jankwave.
Right.
And I'm really liking. See, Mac Mizzle, he's not got many tracks, but the couple of tracks that he's got out are exceptionally good.
Cool.
He's kind of in a similar situation to me. When I find like an artist, that I think's being slept on due to having a black cloud, like hovering over my head for so long, I kind of want to help those people, and help them get on like a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and
That's
that's
why I
what
was.
separates you from a lot of these motherfuckers.
That's why I was just talking to you about trying to, because say if like 50 had like a management team, like they
He
would
does have
advise.
a management team. He has a very good manager.
Well, why is his? I think his
It's a
manager
new
could do it.
manager. It's a new manager. 50
All right.
Cent's
Well,
had tons of managers, I think.
well, is it possible for you to speak with this manager?
Yeah, dude, I'm good, really good friends with the manager.
All right. Well, I think we need to focus on, like, because this is, you see, like on my Facebook, right? Like when I'm just shit posting, like that's not really important. Like, what I think Instagram is your page where it needs to be clean and it has to have all your content. Like it has to look very, very good. Another thing that I can send you apps, like unfollow. Like you need to teach him that following people that don't follow you ain't gonna boost your image.
Right.
He has to work with people that see him, not people that he wants to be clicked up with. Because
Yeah, like people
that,
that actually like his music.
yeah, and like he needs to unfollow these 7,500 people, which will take a bit of time, and he will get banned, and then need to kind of like just give it a cleanup, because that's important.
It is super important.
And also, we need to get him a mixtape, which is cracking. Like, how I said he's got like about 6 tracks on his Instagram page that if not, I left feedback on them and I said, yeah, this gun's slapping. But some of the tracks, it's like they're just not. Either they need remastered or just scratched off the page. You get what I mean?
Yeah, he's got a lot of songs that got buried too. That I think this new song that I'm doing with him is gonna.
I'm not trying to come across like overcritical or anything, but I'm trying
No,
to
you're looking
look.
out for him.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to look at it from, if we want to get noticed by major record companies, right? It doesn't matter who gets signed first or whatever. We need to make those tracks that are exceptionally good stand out, because not everybody's going to have the time to scroll through like 200 videos of saying happy birthday, just to find that one good song. Do you get what I mean?
I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna have to bring it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to make a point, like because it's not helping him, and it's making it harder for his music to be noticed. That's all. That's all I've got to say on it.
That is, I'll bring it up to him.
Yeah, it's nothing against him because
It's
I
nothing
think that
against him. It's just like his his politics.
he's got a
Like how
clean
shit they
heart, and
do it.
what you need to do is have a chat and just explain that there's people in this entertainment industry that have not got a heart like you. You get what I mean?
Sit over here, man. On the
You get what I mean?
got some eggs.
Oh, wicked. They ain't all clean heart. That's what needs to be known, because I used to sit there thinking, like, oh, my favorite artist is clean heart. It's not a good way to think.
Yeah, thank you.
You get what I'm saying, don't you?
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
Because it's like me, like, let's use as an example, like, somebody that I like, it's like me, like, tweeting DJ Pool religiously, to try and get his attention, and after a while, it's just going to make me look desperate.
No, that's
Do you get what I mean?
yeah, nah. He's got to quit with the birthday things.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Nah, I'm totally gonna bring it up, bro.
I
But I
do
mean,
feel a bit bad. It's not funny, and I do feel, like a little
he
bit
could,
bad about
instead of him doing the birthday things, he could maybe make
shout his
motivational
hands out.
hits.
Yeah, shout. You could do like maybe on YouTube, do like a Facebook stream where he shouts people out or
Like
some
what we're
shit.
doing right now.
Yeah, yeah, like a way to engage with the audience in a more productive way that's going to boost clout, not make it hard to get clout.
Yeah, make it harder to get clout and
Yeah,
achieve.
because I
I
was
like right now because I'm fighting pretty hard. Hey, are you near your computer?
nah, I'm not on my computer at the minute, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just trying to figure out because my website finally got on ranking number 4 for Google.
That's cool.
The A game.
What type of phones have you got? Because it don't work on certain phones. Like,
I got an iPhone.
all right, you can get this following app that I used to use, and it's like there's another thing for SoundCloud. It's called like unfollowspy.com. So if somebody unfollows you on SoundCloud, you can monetize who's not interested in your music.
Right.
Because I follow like quite a lot of people, but even if I don't work with them, I follow them because they make good music and there might be a possibility of working with them. You know what I mean? Whereas before, I used to be like just trying to like lean towards people that I thought were big, and they, just trying to hype beast it. And I think that I'm like the opposite of mainstream now.
Right.
What's this artist? I found some artist called Loxine. He was meant to get signed by Strange Music back in the day, and I can't remember which artist he used to chill with, but it never went through. But he did a track with Twisted Insane. It's really good. It sounds like grime, but it's mixed with like American trap, and it's just such a unique song. I've never had anything like it before. He's pretty good as well. You can add him on Facebook, Loxine.
What time is it where you're at?
There was an art. It's like 10 past 12.
I kind of want to end the live
I
stream.
Yeah, I knew, but like a lot of artists, end up like I'm not stopping rapping. It's just it's just all my plans have really been pissed on, man. You get me?
Yep. Yeah.
With this bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, you just eat your eggs, man, and tomorrow I'm gonna like beat the computer up and just do some stuff.
Yeah. Keep going every day.
I haven't been in the mood for it, man. Like I've just sometimes I just feel like going nuts, dude. And just not making music sometimes, and just smashing somebody in the face.
Yeah, I feel you.
Do you feel like that sometimes?
Yeah.
Like
Why wouldn't
you
I?
try so hard to be positive, and there must be somebody that in like day-to-day life that just gets under your skin that you just want to fucking punch.
Yeah. I'm not saying names.
Yeah, exactly. Say no
Especially on the
names, play
live
no
stream. I'm not
games.
saying no names.
Hey, check it out. Say no names, play no games. Yeah.
All right, yo, Adam. All right,
All right.
but this is my boy Adam Northrance, Nemz. Shout out your links, dude. Shout out your Twitter links and shit. And your
Yeah. If you wanna like peep my music, just type like www.soundcloud.com/nems_official. I just dropped like a remastered version of a track that I did with T Dog, Big Nems Remastered, which is
okay,
actually a slap.
it's a
The
classic.
original is actually good. I've got like one other cut where it's like the original and it switches into like a dubstep bit, but I didn't drop that yet. But that's gonna go on like a dub plate
This
pack, which
guy's
is
got
gonna
more
go.
music. He's got more music coming soon.
Yeah, there's more music coming. There's a pack that I'm actually gonna put out called Lost Files, which is gonna be on Spotify playlists and also free to download. For DJs to spin. So that's gonna come out, and
Rock on.
then I'm mostly like looking for people to produce with and people that want beats and stuff. So add me on Instagram. It's Nemztagram, just
Nemz.
NEMZTAGRA. But I'm also making a new producer page and a new production page. But I'm just like currently using my account. I've got about like 10 producers that want to make tracks with me, and it's just like I want to focus on like one thing at a time, you know, instead of taking on like 12 things because it just gets you. My mind is not in songwriting at the minute. It's in because I've been studying sound design, you know, and like the things that make a track pop. So the most important thing is the video, the beat, and the mastering. It doesn't necessarily matter about the flow as long as the lyrics are good, or like you could have like good lyrics but a shitty flow. Like that's just how it is.
Right.
But that's what I've got to say about that, really.
All right.
Peace, man.